Hi everyone, I am Samriddhi and I am a tarot reader, and this video is me talking about tarot being fake. Well, you are going to know like a lot of stuff here, so stay tuned. You see, there's a lot of tarot readers there because there's a lot of cards being sold, very beautiful cards and oracle decks and crystals and all of these candles and stuff. Uh, but how much of it is real and how much of it is not real? How do tarot readers become tarot readers and stuff like that? Okay, so I just want to start by telling you guys about my journey. I started doing tarot. Uh, I did not have like a tarot deck. I had this Bhagavad Gita deck, and it is just like random words written here, like wisdom, sparks of splendor, things like that, and a Bhagavad Gita shlok on the back. So this is something that I use, like I pulled out a card and advice for me for the day kind of stuff. Um and this is how I used it, and I used it just for my personal, energy reading and stuff. Not like energy reading, like personal advice for the day. So when I started using this deck, I also started like maybe kind of telling people, oh, I think you need this kind of advice and that kind of advice. Let me just check. Let's just pull out a card and see what kind of advice do you need. Oh, I feel like maybe this is going to happen to you. I don't know, but this advice is coming out. And all of it started like coming true. What I said did happen. And um, let me tell you, I did make money doing tarot. And after this this Bhagavad Gita deck, which is really sacred and beloved to me, I started with this Light Seers tarot deck, and tarot comes with like these 78 cards and a guidebook. You see, there are 78 cards in the tarot, and all of them have different kind of energy and stuff. So let's first talk about how does tarot work and is it fake. So what tarot readers generally are supposed to do is match the frequency of the person they are reading the tarot for. All right, match the frequency and energy level of the person to kind of connect and make a bond with that person energetically, not in physical space, but energetically. And when you do this tarot, you really get to know as a medium that how the person's energy is going to transmute and is transmuting right now in the world or even the past. That is something that a good tarot reader can do. Matching or like synchronizing, that would be the best kind of word. Synchronizing your energies and your questions for the other person, um, according to like what they ask and what they need to know, and how deep you can go like for a person's question, for a person's life. And let me be brutally honest with this, a lot of tarot readers sugarcoat things, like they say, oh, things are going to be okay, all right. Yes, things are going to change. Obviously, there are ups and downs, but the thing is, they give you an insight about this kind of energy is going to come your way. All right. And a good tarot reader can really do that. And when you meet a good tarot reader, you are going to feel it. You are going to know it. You are going to know that they can see through your energy. And the cards also just start coming out so beautifully, and the whole frequency, energy, and stuff matches. And this is how it happens. That is what a good tarot reader is supposed to do. Now, I'll tell you what is happening in this world today with a lot of beautiful tarot decks and a lot of oracle decks being there. A lot of people are just buying these. They don't know how to do tarot. They're just pulling out cards for fun. They don't know how to match their frequency with another person's energy. They're just like, oh, when we shuffle the cards and some card drops out, or like if you pick a card from these 5 cards, then we'll see what it means, and they'll just read from the guidebook, or they are just like, rote learning from like a guidebook, and they don't know how to connect the cards. They don't know how to connect the energies between the cards. They don't know how to connect with the person. And doing that is the most important thing in tarot. And tarot and all these spiritual things are different. Okay? So, yes, a person may be using some kind of a tarot which has like gods and images and stuff like that, but that does not mean that that energy is not for you. Um, you see, different gods in different religions represent different kind of energies, and in this way a tarot reader can, in their own way, tune into your energy and tell you what they feel and tell you what they are intuitively getting. So it's kind of like a download, a divine download, or like matching the frequency of the other person, like, like tuning a radio, something like that. But most people who don't do that are just doing it for fun and making it basically a mockery, a hobby, a thing like that, like game, which it is not. That is why tarot is getting such a bad light and a bad name, because the people don't know how to do this tarot thing, because they've never been guided towards doing it. I never meant to like become a tarot reader, and still I am here somehow, somewhere, getting people who are coming to me and asking me questions, um, because I know I can connect to the frequency, and I, as a tarot reader, don't do tarot readings when I'm not guided to. Yes, people may say, oh, I can pay you, will you do my tarot this day? And sometimes I'll say, oh no, I cannot do your tarot this day, um because I'm busy or something like that. But actually, sometimes I'm just not guided to do a tarot that day. Sometimes I know that I cannot match my frequency with another person this day. I just intuitively know that I can't do it this day, and I say it right, like without sugarcoating it or saying, oh, this day will be more auspicious for doing tarot and stuff like that. I just say I can't do it this day. And if you are seeing a good tarot person, a good person who knows tarot, or is a person who has been doing tarot for a long, long time, then they may have developed this intuitive energy, or they can do tarot a lot. But in general, tarot readers do need a break. We need to cleanse our own frequencies, energies, and we also have our own lives. So, yeah, that is all I wanted to talk about, and why tarot is getting a fake and bad name because of fake tarot readers and people who disrespect this intuitive, I would say spiritual and divine kind of a thing with just like crap. So, yeah, bye bye. I'll see you in the next video. Do leave down some comments about what you think and let me know. Bye bye.